Hi, and thank you for joining us today. You're listening to Radio Ear Network, and I'm your host, Julie Salant, and this is Motivation Addict on Society Bites Radio, social interaction for the mind and soul. Hi, everyone. Julie Salant from Motivation Addict. Thank you so much for being here today. I have a wonderful guest for you. Her name is Cynthia Kirkman. She is a registered nurse who is a psychic, a medium, a healer, a priestess, and a certified health and life coach, and she's here to serve many, especially her fellow sisters. She has been a nurse for over 16 years and possesses a wide range of nursing skills, but her specialty is behavioral health, and she's super passionate about digging deep down to the core of situations to manifest true healing within the mind, body, soul, and spirit of her clients. Cynthia comes from a long family line of healers and seers and has always been in tune with the spiritual realm since birth, and she desires to be the guiding light for other awakened professional women who may be struggling spiritually with releasing old religious paradigms that no longer serve them. Cynthia's successful coaching practice has assisted countless women in redefining what true spirituality means for them, releasing old self-sabotaging hereditary personal and or religious beliefs, and she's empowered women to discover and utilize their hidden spiritual gifts to manifest true happiness, opulence, success, and grace. I know you will love this episode, and check it out as we talk to Cynthia Kirkman. Welcome, everyone, to Motivation Addict. I am thrilled today. I have a wonderful guest that I connected with. Her name is Cynthia Kirkman. She is a registered nurse who's a psychic, a medium, a healer, a priestess, and a certified health and life coach here to serve many, especially her fellow sisters. And she has been a nurse for over 16 years and possesses a wide range of nursing skills, but her specialty is behavioral health. And she's super passionate about digging deep down to the core of situations to manifest true healing within the mind, the body, the soul, and spirit of her clients. And she is really a guiding light for other awakened professional women who may be struggling spiritually with releasing old religious paradigms that no longer serve them. Welcome to the show, Cynthia. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Julie.
I love what you're doing. We had a wonderful conversation offline before, and would you give the listeners a little bit of background on kind of how you came to be doing the cool work that you're doing from being a nurse?
Yes, well, as you stated, I have been a nurse for many years, been in healthcare for over 20 plus years. So that's telling you my age. However, about a couple years ago, I would say 5 or 6 years ago, I was led to by spirit to do some tarot cards, and it kept coming up career transition. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe become, a nurse midwife, nurse practitioner, or a doctor. No, it was totally different. Spirit sends you a message. You're like, oh, your mind gets in there and, play these roles of what you should and you shouldn't do. So it was totally off. So basically, Spirit wanted me to leave nursing in a traditional sense and move more into coaching women in healthcare. So I was like, okay, I can do this. So it was a change in mindset, because nurses are really passionate about their field and passionate about what they do. So to leave, to get the message to leave nursing to a different role, it was interesting, I should say.
Well, they always have those of us that work with spirit a lot know they have a sense of humor, right?
Yes.
It's never what you think it's going to be. It's always like you think you got it, and then they're like, oh, wait, no, we meant this over here.
Right. Absolutely. So I was like, hey, I started to get the signs, like I said, the cards, and then all of a sudden, after being so many years in healthcare, I got laid off, and I'm like, what? This has never happened to me before.
Yes.
top of that, getting fired, and I'm like, what?
Oh,
So yes, that's the tell sign that okay, you're you're about to end something and you're about to begin something fabulous. So
yes.
if people
Yes.
to understand that part, when source, spirit, or God, whomever you want to call it, um, when they're about to transition you to something a higher level, that's something that you have never done before to put you into alignment of who you truly are authentically, all things, it's going to be chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos is going to start to come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally get that because I was let go from my last position and I was devastated, but I knew that they're trying to move you, as you say, into alignment up to your next level, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So describe what you do professionally and the programs that you offer so the audience gets a sense of what you help people with.
Okay. So basically I call myself the spiritual midwife. I help women birth their purpose, their businesses, and their passions into reality. And it's funny because I always wanted to be a midwife as a nurse.
Oh,
And
wow.
now it's just I'm doing the business aspect of that. So basically, my clients who may come to me, they're seeking their life purpose. They feel unfulfilled,
Mm,
in their position, or they may have gone into a field that, maybe they have followed their mothers and their fathers into that particular career. And that was something that doesn't sit well with them authentically, so they're feeling like, okay, I'm in this position. It doesn't feel right. It no longer feels right for me. And so they seek me out to help them find their true life purpose, whether it's in their particular field that they're in now or it's something different. A lot of women are waking up into entrepreneurship now more so than ever before. And they want to do it on their own terms. You know what I mean? It's no
yes.
more working for people, no more jeopardizing their morals or their ethics. They want to do things on their own terms. So basically, I offer a 6-month program for those women who specifically are ready to step out on faith and establish a business on their own terms. Now,
Nice.
those are for those women who are ready, but actually, I have a 12-month program, so I take them through a journey. I take them through a journey of first, we need to get in alignment with your health because a lot of women are stressed out. Their hair are falling out, their hormones are, unbalanced, they're gaining weight, they're lashing out at their children, their marriages is in turmoil. First, we got to work on the health first. And then we move into any wounds, any traumatic wounds they may have, whether there have been any physical abuse or sexual abuse or childhood abuse. We go in there and heal the womb herself, give her some love and attention. Then we move more into the spiritual aspect, connecting the woman to her goddess energy and to her guides, her higher self, and so forth. Then we go into business. That's how usually like to save the business last, because if you go through that journey, then your business has nothing. It has only to succeed because you have done the inner work.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
yes, and a lot of women don't understand is that inner work reflects in your business. If your business is not doing well, go inward and see what needs healing inside.
Yes, yes. And you said something really important, and that was that a lot of us have taken on vocations that are not our own. And I know I did this. And I was such a people pleaser and I wanted to please my parents. So I went on my mother's journey and that was not my journey, right? So
Yes,
so
yes.
did people come to you when they feel like this is just not working for me anymore and I don't know what to do with myself? Or do they come also to you when they're kind of in it and they're thinking, it's working and I'm bringing home money, but something's missing?
Both, both.
Both. Okay.
Because they feel a divine call from, it's like a urgency that, Mother Earth is like sending her daughters like, okay, you have to get into alignment. In the past it's more so very gentle, like, okay, we moving along, but now it feels like an urgency, like, okay, women are coming into their power, need to come into their power, and they need to come into entrepreneurship, because when women, just look at it, when women have money, we have power. We have more of a say so. We
Hmm.
can change not only our lives, but our family lives in the communities. We're going to feed those children. We're going to, go to these third world countries and do more missionary work. We're going to reinvest that money back into the earth.
Right, right. And it seems as though right now everybody is waking up, which is an awesome thing because
Yes.
people are finding their true soul purpose, getting aligned, and there is no time like now because the earth
Yes.
obviously needs our help, as anyone can see just looking at the news, right?
Correct. Yes. Yes.
So, what are some of the transformations that your clients have experienced? I love it if you could give some examples.
Sure. One woman in particular, she came to me. She was about to, she's more on the religious side, not business in a sense. We working on that part. Now, some people may come to me like they want this business, but they just don't know. They don't have the family support, to
Hmm.
push them along. And so this one particular woman, she came to me. Her marriage was, about to crumble. She was about to leave her husband, and she was just done. And, family and friends were telling her, you're stupid for staying in this marriage. He's cheating on you. And so when she came to me, I done a reading on her, and oh my gosh, um, it came up to at 4 out of 7 decks showed that she needs to stay in her marriage. Now, if she would went to someone else, they probably would have told her, fed into that energy, you need to leave your marriage. But no, Spirit was very adamant. She needed to stay in her marriage. And to this day, now her and her husband, they're very highly sexually active. Now, she has hypertension and diabetes. So that takes away a lot of that sexual drive. But
Yeah.
after working 90 days with her, just strictly with her, was strictly on health. Oh my gosh. Her and her husband are, like I said, way more sexually active. She had lost almost 30 pounds. She
Wow.
has tons of energy now. Now she's working on her business. I'm working with her now to help her channel her business plans and ideas so that her business can be successful. And that's what I help women also do, is to, once they tune into their goddess energy and their guides, we're channeling those business plans. So there's no ambiguity. There's no confusion. You know what you have heard from source. And not only that, I'm there as the coach to make sure that clear and in alignment with your purpose.
That is
Also,
so cool. So cool.
and also I help women with their business plans and helping them step by step. We find their niche, and then first we work on mindset. We find their niche, then we create this powerful system of a collective knowledge of what they know, and then we put them in packages. So for most of my clients, they have produced, a stable 5 to 6 figure business. I'm working on the seventh, but 5 to 6 is
Nice. I love it.
good.
Good for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cynthia is very, very talented. As you probably know, she comes from a long family line of healers and seers, and she's always been in tune with the spiritual realm since birth. And one of the very interesting topics that we discussed offline was the goddesses. Could you share a little information about how they contact you, Cynthia? Because this is so, I mean, I'm familiar with spirit and God and the universe, but goddesses is something I've never tapped into. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yes, my first introduction with one of the most ancient goddess is goddess Aset, which is known as goddess